Hello and good morning, everybody. My name is Sir Rafael, and I will be teaching you environmental studies for class 3. Now, today we will be continuing with lesson number 4, animals and insects. This will be the last part, and today we will be learning more about insects, right? So, today we will be learning about flyers and jumpers, right? Some some insects they fly and some insects they jump. Butterflies, moths, and dragonflies are flying insects. Dragonflies can catch and eat other insects in midair by stretching their thin legs. Though moths look like butterflies, they are very different. We see butterflies in the daytime and moths at night. While moths have thicker bodies, butterflies are thinner, right? So these are some insects that fly, right? The moth, the dragonfly, the butterfly, right? Moths and butterflies, they look a bit similar, but you can tell the difference, right? Moths, we see butterflies in the daytime, right? Butterflies, they fly around in the daytime, and moths usually at night, right? And moths have thicker bodies while butterflies are thinner. And also, butterflies are more colorful, if you've noticed, right? Butterflies have very bright colors and moths have dull, dark colors, right? Have you ever seen a butterfly and a moth? Do you know the difference? Can you tell the difference by looking at a butterfly and a moth, right? They're very similar, but also they have their differences. So these insects fly. Now, grasshoppers and crickets are jumpers. Both make a chirping sound by rubbing their hind legs against their wings. They are part of the same family, but crickets, sorry, they are part of the same family, but crickets come out at night while grasshoppers are seen in the daytime, right? So, do you know what a grasshopper is? You've seen a grasshopper, right? In among the grass and plants. Also, crickets, they make that chirping sound, creak, 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 like at night. Yes, that's not a very good impression, but crickets make that loud noise at night, right? So, yeah, and grasshoppers, they can be seen in the daytime while crickets, they come out at night and make that noise, right? That chirping noise. You must have heard crickets sometime, yeah? So, and next, social insects, right? There are insects that behave socially. What do we mean by this? Let us read. Bees, wasps, and ants that live in colonies are called social insects. Ants live in nests. They have a queen who is very important because she is the only one who lays eggs. That's right. In an ant colony, ants live in nests, and the only ant that can lay eggs is the queen, right? So the queen is very, very important, right? Ants work very hard all summer to store food for the winters. When ants find food, they hurry back to the nest. While going back, they leave a trail of scent by pressing their body to the ground. The other ants find the food by following this scent. Right? Have you seen ants working? If you've ever seen food or fruits that have fallen on the ground, you will see lots of ants like uh, coming coming and picking off the food, right? So that is how ants behave. They they work all summer to store food for the winters, right? And then the ants find food and then they hurry back to the nest. And then when going back, they leave a trail of scent by pressing their body to the ground. And then the other ants find the food by following this scent, right? So that is how ants work. The ants work together in a colony, right? The honeybee makes honey from the pollen of flowers and lives in hives. Wasps eat wood and make paper like hives using their saliva and a wood paste. They lay eggs in these hives. Have you ever seen a hive? Have you ever seen a beehive? Right? These hives, they're made from wood and then they make paper like hives using their saliva, right? And they make a paste, right? So honeybees and wasps, they make hives and then they lay eggs in those hives, right? We also we also get honey from the honeybee, right? From honeycombs. Have you ever tried honey? Yes, honey is made from honeybees, right? And then you have common insects. Flies, cockroaches, and mosquitoes are insects that are harmful. Houseflies carry dirt and germs. If we look at a fly through a magnifying glass, we will see that its legs are covered with dirt that it picks up when it sits on garbage or dung. So if the fly sits on our food, it would leave all this dirt behind. Eating such food can make us sick. Cockroaches move in and out of drains and they also carry a lot of dirt. So we must keep our food covered to protect it from cockroaches. Mosquitoes breed in standing water and swamps. Mosquito bites can cause many harmful diseases such as malaria and dengue. Mosquitoes also breed in standing water, inside coolers, and flower pots. We must not let water get collected in our surroundings for too long, right? So, this is very important. Houseflies, if they sit on your food, make sure houseflies don't sit on your food. Otherwise, they carry diseases and then you will get sick, right? Eating such food will get sick. So, always remember to keep houseflies from your food. And then cockroaches move in and out of drains. They also carry a lot of dirt. So you have to protect your food from all these houseflies and cockroaches, right? And then mosquitoes also breed in standing water. So you shouldn't keep stagnant water around your house. What is stagnant water? Water that's been collecting in your surroundings, like in puddles or maybe on floors, right? So you have to make sure that your surroundings are your surroundings are free from stagnant water. Otherwise, mosquitoes will breed in the water and then they will bite you, and then we can get all kinds of diseases like malaria and dengue, right? So, next, reptiles. Lizards and chameleons are called reptiles. Though they crawl, they are not Though they crawl, they are not insects. In fact, they eat insects. Lizards actually clean our homes by eating insects like moths and flies. However, we should keep food safe from lizards as their bodies are very poisonous, right? So lizards and chameleons, they are called reptiles. They are very useful actually because lizards, they eat the moths and flies and mosquitoes and all those other insects, right? So they are very useful for us, but we should keep our food safe from lizards because their bodies are very poisonous, right? We should protect our food from lizards. So let us remember what we have learned for this entire lesson. Different kinds of animals live on earth. Some live near us as domestic animals, some live in the jungles as wild animals. On the basis of their food habits, animals can be grouped as herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and scavengers. Do you remember herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers? Herbivores eat plants, right? Carnivores eat meat, omnivores eat both plants and meat, and then scavengers eat dead animals, right? And then animals have different kinds of bodies and they move differently. Insects, worms, beetles, and grasshoppers are some very small animals that live around us. Camouflage is a trick used to blend with their surroundings, and then flies, cockroaches, and mosquitoes are common harmful insects that live around us. All right, so we'll come to the end of the lesson here. For homework, I would like you to do exercises A, B, and C on pages 33 and 34. All right, so thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.